As far as technology is concerned, Apple owns the world. From their iPhones and iPods to the high-end laptops that they manufacture, to the latest fad known as AirPods. This time though, Apple is venturing into launching its first car. And this begs the question, will Apple's new car challenge Tesla? Apple has firm control over the majority of consumer technology today, and they are infamously known to release products with minimal spec upgrades and extreme increases in pricing. But lately, there are talks of Apple coming out with its own vehicle. Now, you might think that since they have all the money in the world, and are very well versed in marketing to their target audience, they're just looking for more, newer products to release and increase their market. That's not exactly true. Apple's interest in a car dates back to before the original iPhone. Apple executives have reported discussions pertaining to building a car much before the device launched. Steve Jobs considered developing an Apple car and even met with the manufacturer of the lightweight, inexpensive V vehicle in 2010, but is said to have ultimately decided not to work on a car in 2008, preferring instead to focus development on the iPhone. And boy, do we know how well that worked out for him. With the iPhone now secure as Apple's most profitable device, Apple has turned to other avenues of research and development, once again exploring the possibility of a car-related project. The first details on the Apple car started leaking out at the beginning of 2015. In February of 2015, a mysterious van that belonged to Apple was spotted roaming around the streets in Northern California. The van had a gigantic camera rig attached to its roof with multiple cameras, leading to speculation that Apple was using it to develop a product similar to Google Street View. People were intrigued, as Apple had never disclosed any intentions towards building a project of this sort. More outlandish speculation ranged toward the possibility of a self-driving vehicle, but people who spotted the vans quickly determined the vans had drivers. Apple later came out and said the vans were related to a mapping project, but they were undoubtedly the catalyst that led to the discovery of Apple's secret project on developing a car. After this incident, rumors persisted that Apple is actively working on a variety of different automotive projects that could ultimately lead to an Apple car. Around the same time, Apple released some research information to the public. The entirety of said research falls under the catch-all title Project Titan. Project Titan solely consists of Apple's development towards their first car, and was said to have been completed by 2020, but no official news regarding that has been released by Apple as of yet. Remember the vans we were talking about earlier? Just days after they were first spotted, an unidentified Apple employee emailed Business Insider, suggesting Apple was working on a project that would give Tesla a run for its money. The source said that Tesla employees were jumping ship to work on a project at Apple that was too exciting to pass up. That tantalizing hint led several media sites to dig deep into Apple's plans, and in mid-February, Financial Times learned that Apple was recruiting automotive technology and vehicle design experts to work in a top-secret research lab. That piece highlighted Apple's hiring of former Mercedes-Benz research and development executive Johan Jungwirth, and pointed out Apple's efforts to research automotive products. The find also helped the revelation of Project Titan to the world. Media sources initially speculated Apple was perhaps developing an advanced software platform to build upon their CarPlay, because a full-on car project sounded unbelievable. But just hours later, the Wall Street Journal launched a figurative bomb. Apple was indeed working on creating an electric vehicle, said the site, a project that it started exploring in 2014, and thus Project Titan was confirmed. According to the Wall Street Journal sources, Apple had hundreds of employees working on designing a minivan-like electric vehicle under the codename Project Titan. Steve Zadesky, Apple VP of Product Design, was leading the project under Dan Riccio, and was given the go-ahead by Apple CEO Tim Cook to recruit upwards of 1,000 employees, many from within Apple. Apple executives met with contract manufacturers of high-end cars like Magna Steyr, who Apple might have worked with had the car project not shifted focus. Knowing their sheer capability and mastery over their current products, it didn't take too long for people to start speculating that the new Apple car will give Tesla a run for its money. Heck, it may even put Musk's Tesla project out of business. When formally asked about this, Tesla's founder Elon Musk said that Apple's plans to get into the electric car market were a supposed open secret in the industry, with manufacturers gearing up for what Apple may bring to the table. When the open secret has become a reality, Apple still has not announced exactly what they are developing with Project Titan. They are yet to formally announce the kind of vehicle they are making, even if the entire world knows they are making a car at this point. We all know that Apple likes to be secretive about their product until right before the launch, But in this case, the secrecy also extends to why they are entering the automotive industry at all. While there is no definitive answer to that question, the reason behind Apple's unexpected step could lie in the kind of product they are aiming for. Electric vehicles are not just futuristic anymore. They are the present, and they are setting the tone for what is going to come in the automotive industry already. Earlier this year, Tesla became the most valuable automobile manufacturer in the world, surpassing Toyota even though the latter sells millions of more vehicles every single year. Tesla may not sell more, but its value lies in what it is producing. A car that is defining the future in the eyes of investors and industry experts. True to form, Apple wants to create space for themselves in that market. Initially, Project Titan was rumored to involve an electric vehicle delivered by 2019 or 2020, as we've mentioned earlier. Towards the end of 2015, however, the program experienced an incredible failure of leadership, according to one source, in which managers fought over where Titan was going. This led to the departure of project leader Steve Zadesky. The design and technology behind Project Titan remained very much in flux, sources said, with Apple at one point considering using BMW's i3 as the basis for its Apple car. Apple and BMW have held talks about a potential partnership, though BMW and Daimler reportedly ended talks with Apple over who might lead the project and own data. If Apple is intending to actually ship an Apple car, there may be a few more years to wait until it is unveiled to the public for the first time. But we do know now that it's not going to be your average sedan because, hey, it's Apple we're talking about here. One of the biggest speculations, that has been verified to some extent, hint to the car being self-driven. Not only has this been at the back of everyone's mind since the van incident back in 2014, but also because on April 14th, the California Department of Motor Vehicles added Apple to the list of companies that have been granted permission to test drive self-driving vehicles in the state, a further sign that Apple's new car will be self-driven. The granting of the autonomous vehicle testing permit allowed Apple to take a self-driving car onto public roads, and more than a few rounded, box-like futuristic vehicles have been seen that people have immediately linked to Apple. This all sounds fancy, but clearly not fancy enough for Apple. It is also quite certain that the Apple car will have its own climate control system. In 2018, Apple filed a patent for climate control in vehicles. This could be evidence of an iCar in the works, or simply a plan for software. This could be evidence of an iCar in the works, or simply a plan for software controls access via CarPlay, or a future in-car interface. Or it could be neither, since much patent activity by Apple and other companies is speculative and may never lead anywhere. But Apple's filing of a patent which came to light in April of 2018 for climate control in vehicles, the patent number 20180001734, involves the maintenance of optimal comfort conditions. The climate control system controls various vehicle components to control climate conditions, including window assemblies, sunroof assemblies, etc., writes Apple World. It determines optimal comfort conditions that optimize the perceived temperature of various occupant body parts, and maintain various climate characteristics within one or more sets of thresholds. We're going to skip the part about the fact that the entire car's interior is laced with LED lights to guide passengers, and frankly just look cool, and move on to this more interesting part. In July 2018, Apple proposed the self-driving system could modify its behavior depending on the stress level of the car's occupants, using internal sensors to measure a variety of data points. If stress is detected, the system could switch to a slower speed or could take corners at a slower rate. A confidence system could help reduce the required resources to process the mountain of data from onboard sensors, cutting down what needs to be processed if it believes there isn't need to do so beyond a minimum level. Aside from saving resources, this may help speed up decision-making processes. As if that wasn't impressive enough, the use of VR and AR has also been an important element, including using a projection system on the windscreen to show an AR view of the road, including elements out of the user's vision, such as the intended path the self-driving system wants to take. Basically, we're looking at the car of the future, and when it does come out, it just might make Teslas look like your run-of-the-mill Civic. And that's a wrap on Apple's new car. What would you prefer, the Apple Titan or the Tesla Y? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.